Hello everyone, welcome back to another installment of Let's Play Jusant. Just to recap a little bit, when we started the game we were at the bottom of the mountain called the tower on the shadow side, and we climbed a bit up, then went through the mountain in a sort of short section, and then we were on the sunny side and we just climbed much further up, and we are going inside the mountain again. I think this might be my favorite part. We are nearing the end. I guess we're a little bit past the halfway point. So yeah, this chapter is called... oh, give me a minute. Convergence, that's it. So... oh yeah, we activated a sundial thing, which spawned a giant beetle, which made a hole for us into the mountain. So let's go explore. So let's climb these roots. Take a look around, admire the scenery, make sure we haven't forgotten any collectibles. Doesn't seem to be any other way than going forward. Well, we can of course go down here, but I'm pretty sure there isn't anything down here. As I mentioned earlier, you can sort of see on the textures whether or not there's something to actually stand on. But no, this just seems to be a chasm. Unless... no, nothing there. Good. So I'm assuming we're going up, so let's go down instead. I'll bet you there's a collectible here. Indeed. We have a letter. Or a note, I guess. Service memo. The old canal is finally clean, and locks 4 to 7 have been serviced. In all my time as a water surveyor, I've never seen the water level this low, but at least I was able to give the canal a good clean. Let's just say it was about time. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I've never been this filthy in my entire life. Off the clock for this sleep. Until next time, Ida. Right. So apparently she was cleaning this place. Must have been a long time ago, because we can still see algae growing on the walls. Up we go. Oh, there's something up there. I'm guessing that's just scenery. Looks like it. So I really should get the gamma thing looked at. I tried googling like capture card image too dark, and apparently there are 2 modes. What are they called again? Like limited mode and full mode, which is basically the range of brightness you can see, and for most things you set it on limited, and that's what I've done, but still it's still too dark, so I'll have to try some more, see if I can fix it, because I think these parts in here might be a little bit too dark, even though I've turned the gamma on max for the game. Anyway, at least in these light parts everything should be visible, I guess. Nothing down here. So there is a path further in, or maybe not. Yeah, we'll see. Ah, these are the sparks. So we call them and we jump and they carry us up. If you recall from a previous note we read, I think it was in chapter 2, they mentioned the life cycles of the shrinklets. And this is sort of the beginning life cycle. Or I think the second stage. I'm not I'm not an expert on fictional biology. In any case, we open the door down there. Yeah, the path in there doesn't lead anywhere. So down we go. Oh yeah, I remember this section. Here's there are a lot of paths we can choose. Some of them are branching and connect back, if I recall correctly, but in any case there's a lot to explore here. Hello, commonplace. Promotion channels. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm not really interested in any in paying anything. Apologies. I sort of do my own thing. It's a spam bot. Yeah. Also, hi. Hey, Jade Kitten. Welcome. Nice of you to join. First time. Yeah. Today I actually started watching a playthrough of Deus Ex with, I think the rule set was Ultimate Challenge, I think it was called, where you don't use any weapons. What were the rules again? You can't use weapons, you can't heal up, you can't oh, I'm so tired today. You can't God damn it. Yeah, you can't install any cyberware, you can't upgrade anything. Your favorite way is to play with heavy weapons? Yeah, I like playing it stealthily actually. I've played it once on well, I played it several times on Nightmare, but no, it's called Nightmare? I forget the most difficulty level. But yeah, when I play on the most difficult, I have to resort to lethal sometimes, but I usually play stealth. Okay, I suppose in here is the way we're supposed to go. So let's explore up here first. Seems to be the only way we can go so far. And there's something past this gate. I think it just loops around here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, with I just remembered with Paul at the docks on Liberty Island, I always choose the gap gun just to get rid of the bot. Oh, and to open lockers, of course. Let's see. Yeah, I believe we haven't missed anything now. No place to go here. Nowhere to go but where the arrow is pointing us to. Line up bot death with the locked container in front of the entrance. Do two things with one rocket. Yes, exactly right. So what I really like about this section of the game is there's sort of a village built into the mountain, and the developers have done a great job to make it feel lived in. And yeah, I just enjoy the atmosphere. So we can either go up here. This path is blocked. We can attach to that, but we're too far down. So I believe going this way will eventually loop us back to where those sparks can take us up. And we find a shell. textile workshop, looks like. I don't know, Jade, if you've ever played this game. Hello, hello, welcome Raiders. Hello, Therapeutic Moogle. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I don't have any fancy fancy alerts or anything. But yeah, welcome. My name is Hermione. I haven't been streaming for that long. I started late 2023. And I guess I'm sort of a variety streamer. This will actually be just my third game that I'm playing on the channel. Previously I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins. That's what I started with, and then I took a break from that when Mirage released, and I finished Mirage, and now we're on to Jusant. So I like to play games thoroughly, explore everywhere and so on, collect everything, read every collectible, flavor text, that sort of thing. Yeah, I guess I'm somewhat of a newbie. Really enjoyed Origins and still haven't played Mirage. Yeah, I think you would like Mirage if you're a... well, I guess especially if you're a fan of the old style games. I mean, they build it as a return to roots, and in a way they succeeded. I mean, Mirage still bears the marks of the newer engine. But no, I think if you're an AC fan, you'll definitely enjoy it. Thanks for the follow. Do you play Doom? Sigil 2 is out. I gotta play. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it was out. So I'm gaming on the PS5. I actually have Doom 1 and 2 for the PS5. Of course, I played them both back in the day when they released, but I have played everything they've released, I think, for quote-unquote DLC. But yeah, I saw Sigil 2 came out. When was Sigil 1 released? It was like 10 years ago or something. How do you pronounce your name? Oh, I pronounce it Hermione, but feel free to pronounce it any way you want. So let's see, we have another Bianca letter. Logbook, 12 octaves, 2 sixths, and 8 primes after the Jusant. To the peaks I go, come what may, from chasm to salt marsh I make my way. To the peaks I go, come what may, to find my true love again one day, to find my true love again one day. Up in the clouds I went astray, from ravine to frozen pass of grey. The clouds watch me as I make my way. Will I find my true love again one day? Will I find my true love again one day? Probably a few years ago for sure. Yeah. Now curiosity is getting the better of me. I have to do a Google. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't too long ago. It was 2019. May 22nd, actually. And Sigil 2, that was very recently released. December 10th. Yeah, that's right. 2023. 2019 is like 5 years ago. Well, technically, you're correct. I guess it's well, it's halfway between now and 10 years ago. Exactly. Yeah. Saul was singing that to himself as we gathered lichen for hot drinks. I asked him to repeat it to me later. When he was young, Saul would hear the old women singing that song. Let's just say he's not as young as he used to be. The clouds watch me as I make my way. To him, it's a confirmation. The song is a map. Following the words will lead us to the ballasts. Met didn't say a word, and she can usually out-chatter a weave beak. We returned empty-handed, but it felt good to be climbing as a trio again, like when we first set out on our climb. Everything was so much simpler back then. Later, Met told me she's tired of this expedition. She's sick of all the water in the clouds stuff. She doesn't believe in it anymore, or not enough. She doesn't know what to do. Return to low tide? Is there even anyone left there anymore? She dares to ask the questions I merely write down. If ballasts were real, why would they stay in the clouds? Could they be stuck here because the cycle stopped? Or is their presence stopping the world from waking up? And what am I doing on this hunting expedition? I miss my lighthouse. Is Highfield's old sundial in someone's thoughts too? One place for the ocean and another for the sun. Are there others? No one seems to be paying these old shipwrecks from another era much notice. We've gotten used to them by now. If we've forgotten that, what else have we forgotten? It worries me to see Met withdraw into her shell more and more with each sleep, but she's still climbing. Come what may, Bianca. Yeah, so the lighthouse was the first, marked the end of chapter 1, where we unlocked the ballast's echo ability. And the sundial is the mark between chapter 3, I guess, and 4, which we are on right now. So yeah, let's get our bearings. We came from here, from the textile workshop. That was dead end. We can go up here. So we have 2 unexplored paths that we're leaving behind. Although I believe everything's interconnected in this area. And also that's what I love about this area. It's one of the things which make this place seem lived in. And we have another Fresco. Let's ping it to activate it. Oh, that's good. We haven't missed any frescoes at least. So yeah, these seem to be pictures of ballasts, I guess. Not easy to say. We were to meet at the solstice, to dance in the cold mist. I watched the night cry, and I told you goodbye. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, we haven't missed any letters in this chapter at least. And only missed 2 Bianca letters. So at the end of the game we will unlock chapter select, which will tell us exactly how many of each collectible we're missing. So it might be a little bit ambitious, but I'm planning to actually finish the game this stream. Perhaps including backtracking and picking up all the collectibles I missed. In any case, nothing for us to do but jumping up here. Oh, did I miss? There we go. So again, some branching points. Yep, this is dead end. Another readable. Isa, thank you for your support. Thanks to you we can continue to work to protect 3 humped saurians. Oh yeah, those are the lizard things that are crawling on the walls. Without your help we would never have been able to renovate our shelter. I'm also happy to announce that the time has come. We've begun releasing some of our rescued saurians back into the wild. This time we're working with sparkle shroom growers to preserve shaded areas vital to saurians. Sparkle shroom. Oh, those are probably the flowers which aren't interactable, I guess. I'm confident that reintroducing them back into their natural habitat will be a success. It's still unclear how we're going to help the remaining ones adapt to life on the Great Plain. But now that this first phase is complete, at least the species' survival is assured. Thank you again, Anne. Alright. Oh, everything here is a dead end. Yeah. So only way for us to go now is over here. And again we can either go up or straight forward. Let's activate this checkpoint first. We'll go forward first, since up in this game basically always indicates the correct way to go. And this takes us... where exactly? Oh, this is a new place. Right. So let's see. Looks to be a storefront of some kind. Ah, yeah, see? Now we're back here. Yeah, we've been looping around now. This is the textile shop. Right. So this is connected. So then... I forget, did we leave something unexplored back here? Let me just check right quick. Oh yeah, that's right, we could also have gone up there. Okay, let's just keep that in mind. Another collectible. Hey Mama, Sadri asked me to clear out the cellar so they could store their furniture there. And I came across some old clothes that must have belonged to Grandpa. They don't look like anything we wear here anyway. I had to throw them all out. Some source had made their nest in them and chewed them all up. I wonder what it was like up there, the storm. Did you ever go back? You said it drove Grandpa completely crazy, but I never got the chance to talk to him about it. No, he never talked about anything much. The old man wasn't the chattiest of folks. The wind picked up. I don't remember how old I was. I could barely stand on my own 2 feet. That was a long time ago. When a storm like that came along, I wasn't allowed to go outside. I wasn't allowed to do much, come to think of it. Those were different times, eh? Then everything stopped, that part you know. But up there, oh, the raging storm stuck, the wind howled and howled. It was enough to drive you mad. We couldn't live up there anymore, you see, so we came down here. And now there's talk of climbing down again. Will it ever end? Interesting. And this also looks to be a dead end. We can't get over there, it seems. Right, that narrows things down. So the only way for us to go is... yeah, back this way. And then latch onto this... I don't know what you call it, but... lamp post or whatever. Ha! A burger place, it looks like. So they have burgers in this place too. So I'm guessing where we are is another planet, because the tides are much longer and they go much higher, so this planet's moon must be massive. You don't explicitly learn too much about like the lore, except for this particular mountain we're climbing. But I do hope they make a sequel to this game. Ah, these are the Saurians crawling around. So yeah, nothing around here. And I remember there's a collectible that's pretty easy to miss around here, but I don't think it's coming up until we get to a really vertical place, which I believe is right around the corner. We'll see. Oh, how could I miss that? Actually, let's put down a piton and let's just wall run. There we go. Only way for us to go is left. So I'm curious, Therapeutic Moogle, how did you find me? How did you find who to raid, out of curiosity? Let's see, this looks to be another eatery of some kind. Jen, are you still around? How are things out there? Still no rain? I hosted a group from your part of the tower here, off chasing clouds or whatever's in them. We had a great time, and I got a new housemate out of it too. A youngster who reminds me of you. It'll be nice having two of us to run what's left of the farm. Hey old man, great to hear from you, and I'm glad to know you're in good company. Cass and I were actually just talking about the odd jobs I used to do. It's been a while now since the harvests, hasn't it? When I think back to it now, it seems crazy how many people would come help you pick up the sparkle shrooms. Well, mostly because of the pies you'd make for snack time. You know you never did give me the recipe. And a Bianca letter, or diary entry, or whatever you call it. Logbook entry. 13 octaves and 1/3 after the Jusant. We docked for a while at the home of an old local farmer, Gal. To him, always having a wall within reach and a roof over your head is comforting. A feeling of safety you don't get in the open air. He made me laugh. The sky? No, thank you. I saw it once and it made me dizzy. Gal seems to be all alone in the world, but he can't bring himself to leave the tower. We don't have to ask twice for him to tell us about water. He mainly remembers the sound it made when he was just a tadpole, as he put it, and the silence that followed the drought. He spoke of full canals and waterfalls of mud and pruny skin, and I wasn't the only one listening. In the light of the glowing mushrooms, people's faces were exhausted, but their eyes were bright. The entire group hung on to his every word. Who will listen to his stories once we're gone? We ended up staying at the farm, delaying our departure just a little longer. There was no shortage of excuses. Gal's farm needed extra hands. There was a building frame to repair, spare parts to track down, ropes to replace. It felt good to be working on something concrete, rather than wearing myself out on an interminable climb, chasing after legends. Probably the same feeling that keeps me carving my little sculptures. Oh yeah, I remember now, we discovered some of the sculptures at the foot of the lighthouse at the end of chapter 1. When it was time to leave, Met stayed behind. There was no need to explain, the group understood. All of us were secretly hoping to stay at Gal's farm. Well, I was. But I guess I'm still holding out a glimmer of hope for this expedition. Saying goodbye to Met was probably the hardest thing I've had to do since I started this climb. I don't know if I feel like writing anymore, or have the energy to. Goodbye, maybe, Bianca. Well, our collectible list tells us there are more Bianca letters to be found, I believe. Yeah, 3 more. So apparently she wasn't done writing. So let's see. Yeah, we're going up on this. Or down. Ah, this is just a way up in case I fall, as Ezio would put it. Right. Ah, here we go. Oh, this pillar would have been an excellent place to place a collectible. I'm pretty sure this isn't the place where we can find an extra collectible. No, only place for us to go is here. Let's see, we can also go over there, it seems. Let's see. Yeah, but we can't get to it from this height. I think there are roots over there. Let's just check right quick. Oh yeah, we can actually. All right. No more water, eh? We'll see about that. I'm sure if you dig deep enough, there's water to be found. No one believes me, but I believe in myself, and that's the main thing. Come on, old boy, we'll prove them wrong. The worst that can happen is that I'll find treasure, or a caramel seam. That's some good stuff, caramel. Excellent. Well, looks like he didn't get too far. Dead end. Where to? Ah, right. When in doubt, use the echo. There we go. Oh yeah, this is a big climb, and I believe when we get to the top we're at the extremely vertical bit. Let's get to climbing. I should rest a little bit. And the checkpoint. Good. Let's see, we can either go up there or up there. Let's check this place first. Oh yeah, a fresco. Easily missable. Ooh. What's over here? Oh, this is actually the way forward. Okay. Grab this fresco. An hourglass kind of figure. I don't know what the things inside are supposed to be, but... Life anew the rain. An army of drops converge into surging torrents. The rain swells the earth, plunges into the ocean. Life anew the rain. That would explain the chapter title of Convergence, I guess. Alright, just give me a little moment. I will be right back. And we're back. Apologies for the interruption. Let's see, we gotta go back and climb a little bit higher. I'm guessing we're coming out that door if we climb up. Oh, damn it. Oh, that was a close one. Almost drained my entire stamina. Another storefront of some kind. Let's see. Yep, that takes us back into the chamber with the Fresco. Can't get through the gate. At least not yet. This morning I forgot to put lichen in my drink, but drank it anyway. And then cried tears of joy because my toast was so delicious. I'm so wound up I can't get anything done. I don't know if I should blame the drought, the evacuation that's started, or the end of the world. Anyway, I've got mushrooms to grow. Interesting. Only one way forward then, down the zipline. Make sure to check out this cranny, not to miss anything. Oh, this is a huge chasm. Those look like tree roots. Oh, and there are villages built right into the mountain. Alright, up we go. I gotta drink my coffee soon, it's getting cold. Another cairn. Let's explore the lower parts here first. By the way, when I finish Jusant, my next game to play will be the Talos Principle, which I've actually never played before. Well, that's not entirely true. I played like the first 2 puzzles or something in the tutorial section, but I've heard a lot of good things about the game, and of course Talos Principle 2 recently released, so I want to do that, or do those back to back. As everybody I know whose opinion I trust on video games tell me it's a fantastic game. Say no to locks. Water and people should be able to flow freely. We can't deny the many for the sake of the few. In the current crisis, it's our duty to stand in solidarity with living things. To confine the water is to confine us all. Regular information sessions at the market canteen, the White Water Collective. Alright, interesting. We're stuck here. Now I believe we are coming up on the cantina, which yeah, this is the place I was talking about. This is a huge climb. And they even have a ramp for disabled people. A note. Community canteen. Upcoming activities. Permanent team to fight water insecurity. Fundraising dinners for the White Water Collective. Repair workshop. All items accepted. Note. The canteen will now open 1 prime earlier to reduce overcrowding. Pay what you can. To help in the kitchen, arrive early in the sleep. All help welcome. So I love the world building you get from these letters and notes and things you can find. You can see people have evacuated. And the recession of the water, how it sort of hit the entire society. Those are actually some pretty nice carvings. I wonder if these are Bianca's works. Who knows? I guess the developers know. Another note. No one comes by anymore. I haven't sold a single flower. Should I switch careers? But I don't know how to do anything besides taking care of plants. I might as well write poetry, right? Or try to at least. Roses are red, violets are blue. Where oh where has everyone gone to? Yeah. That's kind of funny. Now I remember there was a collectible somewhere up here that's very easy to miss, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Let's see, up here, yes. And I forget actually where to go. I remember being stuck a little bit here the first time I played it. We are supposed to go up there. But I forget exactly how. We could probably make or we could place a pitten and do a wall run somewhere. But we can't get enough height, that's the problem. start here. You're not going to the left, are we? No, we can't grab onto these. I remember when I figured it out, I was like, oh, it's that easy. So it really isn't too hard. Ah, yes, that's it. We're supposed to attach ourselves there. There we go. Brella Gazette, issue 37, 8 octaves and 2/5 after the Jusant. Editorial. In this issue of the Gazette, we'll be looking at an animal from the outside for once, the weavebeak. Weavebeaks are the only animals found in every region of the tower, every known region at least. Sometimes they even venture into our tunnels. These medium-sized birds are known for their all-white feathers and blue comb. It's not uncommon to see the playful birds gliding through the warm drafts that rise up the cliffs of the tower. They're also extremely curious and can often be found perched near climbing routes, observing and commenting on what's happening with their fellow birds. Not only are weavebeaks social creatures, they're also skilled builders. They work together to build their nests, which have multiple entrances and can house dozens of weavebeaks. They're constantly strengthening and expanding their nests, and are always on the lookout for twigs, hence the expression working like a weavebeak. Did you know weavebeaks' combs open and close depending on their mood? A wide open comb means that the weavebeak is alert or stressed about something or someone. But enough chatter. Keep reading for an in-depth look at the lives of these outwardly unassuming yet fascinating birds. Dear editor, I've only read the editorial and I'm already outraged. It all sounds very nice, but you might want to think twice before publishing such nonsense. Weavebeaks are thieves. They're always stealing my wood to build their nests. I'm unsubscribing. Signed, a disgruntled citizen. I see that was just a little detour. Looks like the only place to go are those rock outcroppings there. Now let's see. Plenty of options. Let's go left first. There's a cairn. Easily missable. And in fact I do believe I missed it during my first playthrough. Now let's see. Yeah, this just loops us back here. Nothing back here. Yeah, we're supposed to go up there, I guess, hook ourselves into there and climb even further up, so let's explore this part over here. So I don't know, but for some reason this part of the game reminds me very much of Myst and Riven and those Cyan games. Something about the architecture, I think, or yeah, the art direction. Come now, dear friend, enough moping around. The situation isn't as hopeless as that. I'm quite certain the water supply is being managed by some very competent people. I have no doubt that they have a clever plan to get us out of this mess. Believe me, there's no cause for concern. Are you still coming over for tea? We filled the basin. Nothing like a bit of swimming to chase away the blues. And also, I do actually plan to do a playthrough of Myst with a dear friend of mine who I know in real life. He'll be joining me virtually, and we'll try to solve the puzzles together. I mean, we both completed the game back in the day, but it's been so long that we've both forgotten it. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this loops us back to where we're supposed to go. So this game is pretty linear. It's just moment to moment, non-linear. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is where we would have gotten anyway. Excellent. I'm fairly confident we haven't missed anything on our climb so far, but we're going even further up. Oh, there is something over there, but is that just decoration, or is it the place we can actually go to? Yeah, we need to get over there anyway to do it. Let's see. We can use our echo to pause these guys if their configuration is... Oh, god damn it. Oh no. This won't end well. Oh. We need more stamina. We just have to be a little more conservative with our stamina. Oh, that was stupid. Should have rested a bit. I think we'll be good. I hope so. Okay, this might actually prove a problem. Yeah, let's just take it slow. Place a piton and jump. There we go. Nothing to it. Now I believe this is the way we're going. Oh, yeah. It definitely is. So I think it's a bit funny that she chooses to just clamber against the wall instead of using the conveniently placed handholds over there, but who am I to judge? I mean, she climbs, how do you say, like, on the underside of cliffs without a second thought, so... Now let's see, there must be a reason this was placed here. Aha, an altar. Yeah, maybe this was the collectible I missed. Fairly easy to miss. And yeah, the place down there, it sure looks like, well, this vine grew some extra paths. That must mean something, right? Well, I can't get enough speed. Oh well. Can we place a pit in here? Yes, we can. Although, no, doesn't look to be anything. Alright, I'm fairly confident there isn't anything over there. Cairn. More construction. And another climb. Now I do believe this is actually, we're nearing the end of this chapter. I might be wrong, but I think that's just up this, well, this next climb. Checkpoint. Yeah, I don't have too many options here. Gotta climb this vine. Strange. There we go. Let me just place a pit right here. Climb down. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Although I do believe this is just a linear path out of here. Yeah, we'll work under that assumption. And yeah, the last stream for this game will in any case be just me mopping up the various collectibles I missed. Nowhere else to go but squeeze through here. Big floating mushroom cave. Another fresco. Oh yeah, this looks like to be a cross-section of the mountain, where there's a reservoir of water being channeled into various farms on the cliffs. Momentum and spring, taming the stone, the water whispers softly, lets out a yawn. Calmly it slumbers on. Oh, and we haven't missed any letters in this section. And you can see we are only 6 letters short of the end of the game. And we missed, let's see, 1, 2... Yeah, we missed only 2 letters. And 2 Bianca letters. That's great. Now we can't see in the menu here until we finish the game how many cairns and altars we've missed. But I'm sure we've missed some of them at least. Oh, this looks so scary. A little bit dodgy if you ask me, but let's see. Where can we grab on? The game is pretty dark for me as well. Let's see, is it over here? No. Ah, there we go. It's a little bit lit up for us even. Oh, we need more slack. Here we go. This should maybe work. Okay, a little bit more. The climbing in this game sort of reminds me a little bit about the Uncharted games, especially the later ones. Something about the animations, I think. I don't exactly know why. Sorry, Ida, I have to go to the market. Their water inlet is acting up again. Things are starting to get complicated. I really thought that by holding back the water... Oh, I really thought... Oh, this is an unfinished sentence, I get it. I really thought that by holding back the water... Ah, but there's nothing to be done. The basins are empty. I think it's time for a more radical change. What would have happened if we'd let the water flow freely from the start? I'm boring you with my musings. But sometimes I get the feeling we've made a big mistake. There's a pier collapsing in the boatman's district. Do you think you could take care of it? Hey Joe, things are non-stop at the moment. I'll have to go fishing for a new team to shore it up. Isa's already over at the Two Pillars site. As for the other stuff, I don't know what to say. What's done is done. Alright, I'll pick up the supplies I need, and then I'm off to the boatman's district. Yeah, only way to go is down, I'm guessing. Yeah. Hey big guy, I hope you're well. You know, I still don't like the thought of you perched above that basin. It's too big. We just aren't made for the open air. You'd be better off in our tunnels, where it's cozier. You might have already heard, but Anne's barge is finally back on dry land. They can't drive it anymore, they say. But you should see them now. They've never been so busy. They're working at the Sore Rescue Center, or some such thing, if you can believe it. Who'd want to save Sores seriously? They always look so disgruntled, like they're judging us. But things haven't been easy for Anne, and they seem happy again. That's what matters. Your father played a song for you. It was beautiful. May the currents be kind to you, wherever they are. Yeah, wherever they are indeed. You don't have currents without water. Aha, we're going up here. Let me just for fun rappel all the way down. To how far the rope will take us, which is pretty far actually. Yeah, you get the sense of how big the cavern is. That looked kind of fun, running up the wall like that. Now I believe around here is a collectible that I missed the first time around. Either here or across here somewhere. Let's just keep our eyes peeled. We are the water surveyors. In the dark tunnels we guide, clean, navigate rivers and streams. So the water called forth in the day and the sky can fill, nourish, cherish all living things. I see. Ah, I see where we're going. With a big swing. Oh, even more slack, I guess. Oh. I just love the ambient sounds in this cave. Well, I love the ambient sound in the entire game, I guess. This is such a magical place. So this game is very slow paced, but it certainly gives you time to reflect and just absorb the atmosphere. I often wonder what would have happened if the rain had returned. Would we still have met, or would we have led parallel lives elsewhere, each of us unaware of the other's existence? As much as seeing the great basin dry up more with each sleep fills me with despair, I can't help but be happy by your side. Ah. Yeah, there are a lot of shipwrecks down there. Or pebble wrecks, I should say. As they call these vessels, pebbles in the game. Let's see, I don't think I've missed anything up here, so it must be down here. The collectible I'm thinking of. When I started this playthrough, I thought of using a guide as I went along, just to be sure I got every collectible, but I thought it would be a little bit boring to watch me look up a video every minute or whatever, so I decided against it. And besides, it's more fun doing it yourself. So I'm pretty sure it's around this place. Or maybe further up. Now, does going down here help me anything? I guess not, everything's too far away. Besides, we were here before, weren't we? I think so. Now, it's definitely in this cave area. We might have run past it, actually. Let's see, so we ran all the way there, climbed that little crack. I don't see anything down here we could have missed. Just want to be a little bit careful. We can ride the elevator down, so it's safe to go up. I forget which type of collectible it was even. Ah, yeah, this is it. Yeah, here we go. When I played the first time around, I forgot to turn around, and a mistake here. There we go. Anything else over here? No. That's a pretty cool mural. Alright. Now this, I believe, is the end of this chapter. Yeah. Let's blow the horn. Chapter 5, Mirage. Alright, let me just pause the game right here, so I don't have the wind howling. So yeah, this has been Let's Play Jusant. We finished Chapter 4, Convergence, which was basically just a really long climb inside the mountain. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.